following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Welcome in, everybody. We're kicking off Irish Week. I'm Devin O'Day, and every day you're going to see our background change to a little bit more and more green, a little bit more and more Irish. And we've got some Irish guests on today, and we also are going to think green when it comes to our gardens. I think we've had the last little flash of Middle Tennessee weather, mid-60s today with sunshine all day. I don't think we're expecting rain till toward the end of the week, like Wednesday night, Thursday coming in. So enjoy the sunshine while it's out. And if you don't have sunshine where you are, make your own. And how do you make your own? You start planting things green, even if you have to start inside. We've got some pro tips to kick off our show.
I'm Neil with Gardens of Babylon, and I'm here to give you some great tips for growing tomatoes. Let's talk about what tomatoes need to grow. Tomatoes have a reputation for being finicky, but backyard gardeners have success growing them in the ground or in raised beds, and many varieties grow well in containers, on a deck or patio. Tomatoes need plenty of sunlight. At least 6 hours of sunlight is best. In the ground or in raised beds, work the soil to a fine texture at least 6 inches deep. Add 1 to 2 inches of compost around the drip line after planting. A fertilizer especially made for vegetables, such as Espoma Organic Garden Tone, will provide necessary nutrients for your plant to thrive. I personally also mix in 3 ounces of Epsom salts each tomato. Tomato plants are either determinate or indeterminate. Determinate varieties tend to stay more compact and set fruit that ripens over a few weeks. Bradley, Roma, and other paste varieties are examples of determinate tomatoes. Most of the slicing varieties, like Better Boy, Cherokee Purple, Mortgage Lifter, and many smaller varieties like Chocolate Cherry are indeterminate, which grow taller, are juicier, and produce fruit throughout the entire summer. Cherry tomatoes like Sun Sugar, Super Sweet 100, and Husky Red can be either determinate or indeterminate and can stay compact or get very tall. The type you choose depends on how you plan to enjoy them. For making sauce or canning, select the determinate variety, and for tomatoes that you can enjoy all season long, choose an indeterminate slicing or cherry tomato. After the danger of frost is past, plant tomato transplants deep enough to completely cover the root ball. Transplants should be planted up to the top set of their leaves, covering most of the stem, which allows the plant to develop roots along the buried stem. Leave enough space between plants, 24 to 36 inches, for them to grow and spread. Indeterminate varieties will need to be staked or supported in cages to keep the plants and their fruit off the ground. It's best to install those at the time of planting to avoid damaging the shoots and roots. Water the transplants at the time of planting and plan to provide at least half an inch of water to the root zone twice a week if there's not much rain. Mulch the tomatoes with either straw or leaves to retain moisture and suppress weeds. One of the biggest mistakes I see is growing a tomato in too small of a container. The smallest container a tomato will thrive in is about the size of a 5-gallon bucket. The larger the container, the better. One of the most common problems with ripening tomatoes is a disease called blossom end rot, which causes a dark, leathery patch to spread on the bottom of the fruit. This is caused by an inadequate level of calcium in the fruit and can be corrected using a balanced all-purpose fertilizer like tomato tone. Proper pH and uniform soil moisture help the plants uptake nutrients more effectively. Harvest the fruit when it turns from green to red and enjoy the rich summer flavor of your homegrown tomatoes all summer long. We have a wide selection of tomatoes, cages, fertilizers, and compost in store. Stop by and get started on your tomatoes today.
Well, I learned more about tomatoes. I never even knew the whole thing with mixing Epsom salts in for your tomatoes. I never do grow tomatoes well. So I thought I've been researching, how do I get them started? How do I make it work? And we're going to have tips every single day about getting green and getting our hands in the dirt, because organic is the way to go. Steve Burney is giving us a shout out. Hello and happy Pi Day. It is, if you know the mathematical combination pi, 314. Well, that's where it comes from. But there's some specials that we're going to tell you about throughout the day. Like today, if you're near a Sbarro, the pizza place, they have, if you sign up today for Sbarro's Slice Society, and I think we have a Sbarro's downtown. I think it's still down there. You'll receive a free New York extra large pizza slice with the purchase of a drink. Plus, you'll get a surprise on your birthday. So pretty cool. For National Pie Day, 7-Eleven will be offering large pizzas for $3.14. Boston Market, you get a free chicken pot pie from Boston Market with the purchase of a pot pie and a drink. So those are just some of the freebies and some of the deals that you will get today. I do know that today, Captain D's, if you have their app and if you follow them, they have a special today with pecan pie. So all the pie deals, if you know one, leave them in the comments for us. We're sharing them. Good morning, Elizabeth. EB has been redoing her house, and y'all, she has done some beautiful work. Follow her on Facebook and you'll see some really cool things that she's done. She rejuvenated her whole fireplace look. It looks like a different house. Crazy, crazy good. Marty Luffman is with us. Marty, I have been missing you. And Marty is getting some real good words from his doctors. You know, he was involved in a car accident, not his fault. And he's been confined to his wheelchair a bit, but he is really kicking butt with physical therapy. Praying for you, Marty. And like you said, you will walk. And it's my hope that you will ride, because he's an incredible equestrian. Evelyn Ford down in Louisiana. You know, our ancestors came from Ireland. I do, Evelyn. And Bobby's did. Mine came through Ireland from England, the Vikings. Yeah, there's a Viking probably in my wood pile too. I just got to say. Margie Singleton, good morning. I do love tomatoes too. I tried to grow them one year and the squirrels and deer ate them up. But you know what? All things to God's purpose, right? Well, we have got our friend Tracy Hitz, who's joining us. The Hitz List is every Monday, if we can make it work every Monday, unless there's something on my end. Tracy is always there. What you doing, girl?
Oh, just hanging out, getting ready for St. Patrick's Day and March Madness, all on the same day.
All on the same day. It is Irish week. So is there any good place to go for Irish music this week?
Oh, there is definitely. Obviously, McNamara's is one of our favorite places to go. The Food Assembly Food Hall always has awesome things going on. Any big event you can imagine there. The 5th and Broadway.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, anytime there is any holiday, they make sure that they have something cool going on. This past weekend, they had Shaquille O'Neal there DJing. So, like, if you're looking for some sort of theme, they've got it. But there's a bunch of pub crawls, and they're part of their own kind of crawl, so they'll have some music as well. And again, if you're looking for sports, which I always am, the place that I found that I like to go where you can listen to live music and watch sports, and then they all usually do the theme too, is Nudies. They're doing a pop-up Dublin bar at Nudies. So again, if you're looking for sports and any sort of holiday, whatever's going on, I like Nudies is my choice downtown.
Had no idea. I always think of that as clothing and museum and that kind of thing. That's what you do. You turn us into tourists in our own hometown, which I love.
I know, because again, I want to watch basketball all day for 4 days and then most of the month. But I want to listen to live music too. So that's the place to do it. And like I said, they've got a pop-up bar for St. Patrick's Day too. So they're great. The pub is always a fun place, and the Gulch to go as well. So just anything that has a Mick or an O, you can kind of guarantee that they'll be doing something.
The Lost Patty is another place. It is the former Dad's place, or the over on Spence Lane. The burgers are the most incredible I've ever had in my life.
Oh, wow. Okay.
In my life. It's so good. And the owner is from Ireland. He's from Dublin, and the music is incredible, and they will be Irishing it up all day on St. Patty's Day. I will tell you that, the Lost Patty. So don't forget that place either.
Yes, the other place I wanted to mention is Von Elrod's. They'll be having their stuff starting at 2, but they've got the Spasmatics.
Oh, very cool.
Which is not Irish, but those guys always bring a good time, 80s, 90s. And again, they're spazzes and they're super fun.
I love it too, because we are not loyal to any one genre. We share it all, because music is Music City, not one genre, Music City. And so we share all the good stuff going on, because that's what we do. And, when I went to Ireland this year, I'm going to take a group back in 2023. So I'm just putting that in your idea thing, it's like, okay. And we're going to go to all different places than we did the first time. So if anybody is interested, make sure you drop a line and I'll send you some information. But I got to meet a guy. His name is Shane Hennessy, incredible guitarist. And I thought, do I want to go and listen to a guy play guitar for an hour? I could listen to him like you watch basketball. Okay. He's like 8 people playing one guitar. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. So we're going to close my visit with you by telling people to go to thehitzlist.com. Go to Hits and Branding if you were an artist or you love an artist that's had trouble kind of getting a foothold and really understanding how to create their brand. Tracy's your girl.
Yes, you can definitely count on me. I was going to mention a couple other places if you have a moment. So tonight, you probably know Raul from the Mavericks.
Oh, yes. He's like my favorite voice ever. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Same. So tonight he's going to be at Exit Inn. They're doing, it's called Rock the Block. And he's got Sweet Lizzie Project, who usually comes along with him. But that's going to be a pretty cool night, just kind of Latin jazz rockers. So that's what they're doing tonight, which I'm excited about. And then you got Megan Patrick is at Third and Lindsley tomorrow. She is engaged to Mitchell Tenpenny, which is just a side note because she is awesome. And then BMI tomorrow is also hosting an evening of songs with Steve Dorff at City Winery. I imagine you know Steve Dorff.
I do know Steve Dorff. He is right up there with my favorite songwriters of all time. I agree. The people who don't know this, my little sister is an actress. Her name is Faith Ford. She was on Murphy Brown, and he did the original theme song for Murphy Brown. And so we've always connected through music and TV and movies. So
I did not know that. And then I'm guessing again, you know everybody, but Billy Block, passed away, but Big Vinny has brought back the Billy Block Show, or created the Billy Block Show, which is at Tin Roof. And it's on Tuesdays now. They don't have the lineup. I didn't see the lineup yet for tomorrow, but the first one had Allie Colleen and Lance Carpenter, among others. Last week, Tyler Reeve, Trent Tomlinson. So I imagine it's going to continue to be a great lineup, but that was pretty cool that they're bringing the Billy Block Show back every Tuesday at Tin Roof on Demumbrian.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I know that Jill Block White is very excited that she is a precious human being. And as Billy would always say, if you see someone that doesn't have a smile, give them one of yours.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't
yes,
that
I'm
great?
so excited that they started that up in his honor. And then Friday, Kiefer Sutherland at Franklin Theater. I saw him at CMA Fest a couple of years ago, and he was pretty awesome.
Our world is just really expanding, and thanks for keeping us in the know with what to do. I never want to cut you off, by the way. I didn't know I go, oh, maybe she didn't have any more.
No, I felt like I was on the Oscars and they're like wrapping me up. No. But I do have, we jumped in on Thursday, but for St. Patrick's Day, but I have my kind of throwback of the pick of the week is the Moody Blues is also at City Winery which I'm so excited for. And then the listening room anniversary is this weekend. And so from 10:30 to 6 p.m., it's all free. You can go in there. You don't have to pay a cover. You can go and listen to music. And then the regular shows start back at 6 where they do have that cover. But it's listening room anniversary, and that's going to be awesome.
Oh my gosh, the people who played on that stage.
Exactly.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And I love what you do. Thank you for being part of what we do. And I'm telling you, if you are an artist or you love an artist, make sure that they're part of what Tracy Hitz does. Just, and I know that you're getting ready for take a whole new group back to Denmark. So
yes, we just announced that. We're so excited. We got some great people coming on board. Like I said, we had great people last year, but we got some great ones this year too. I mean, just to name a few, but like Shelly Tackett, we've got Jamie Floyd. So excited to have those guys. Allie Colleen again is on there. Tony Arata. So we've got some people.
Oh yeah. Well, what you do is incredible. So thank you, and happy St. Paddy's Day a few days early.
Thank you. Same to you. Thanks for having me.
And I'm going to share everybody a person that if you do not follow Irish music, you got to follow Shane Hennessy. He is amazing. And here he is playing in a castle in Ireland for the folk festival. I tell you what, I've referred to him so much as family that if people now call me to find out how everybody's doing with the Goldens.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're doing good.
We
Devin,
go
how
in.
you doing?
I'm so excited about the album release party. I got a group of people going. All my viewers are going, and we're going to be there hooping and hollering.
And
Yeah.
heckling.
Well, I'll leave that to
Yes.
somebody else. What? I mean, I see a sparkle about you, William Lee, that I haven't seen in a while. You've always been running out stage with boys, but this is a different thing. This is family. Are you excited about this differently than any of the past projects?
I am. I was talking about this when we got through recording, actually, and I still feel the same way. I feel like that these 34 songs that we've recorded here for these 3 album projects that we did in the middle of the pandemic. We did it in 2020 from 1st of August through about October. We cut like 32 songs, and then this past fall we cut 2 more songs, 2 Eagle songs, and
Wow.
to add to that. But yeah, we went in, and it's been a it's been an emotional, it's been a it's been a healing experience for all of us, in the past 2 years, going through not only preparing to get together, rehearsing these songs and finding keys that we liked. And I wanted to take my sons back to where I came from, and the simple old country songs and country gospel songs that inspired me as a kid, and songs that my sister taught me when I was 7, 8 years old playing. She taught me how to play rhythm guitar and sing harmonies. And my sister played mandolin, and we'd sing these old country songs, the old Kitty Wells Mansion over the hilltop, and sing songs like The Great Speckled Bird that we recorded on this classic country album. And songs like that I sang when I was 7, 8, 9 years old, playing guitar and singing with my sister. And we'd do Louvin Brothers songs because we were kind of a duet. Then my little brother got old enough to sing with us too. So the first trio I ever sang with was with my sister teaching me and my little brother how to sing harmonies. And she's real talented, still real talented. But then the first quartet singing 4-part harmony that I sang was in high school. In the 11th grade, I had the opportunity to sing in the FFA quartet, which is a Future Farmers of America kids. In school you could either sing in a quartet, have a group singing, or either you could have a band. And different chapters of the Future Farmers of America would compete with each other. One school would compete with the other one, far as I have a band better than their band or worse than their band or whatever. Anyhow, we did that and sang as the quartet, competing with other schools, and we won the award for beat all the other schools in our area when I was in the 11th grade singing in the FFA quartet. So
You
it
just
was,
did it because they had the coolest jackets, though. I
so
love it.
yeah, and they gave me that plaque that we won back then. That it's a banner about the year and what we won. And anyhow, a couple of years ago they presented that banner to me from the school, and I've got it down at our home place down at the farm where I grew up in Alabama, down in Bruton, Alabama. And anyhow, we still have the old home place, and we still go back there. We still get together and sing at Christmas time there, and between Christmas and New Year's, we've done that throughout my life and throughout these boys' lives. It's been Christmas time as family get together and play music and sing, and it's kind of became that in the pandemic with me. I got my sons together and we sang and played our music, and I had to get away from television. It was too much negative and hate on there. And Devin, and I had to get away from where TV was and get out of the house under the tree out in the backyard here, and all these old songs, old country songs, and we're dealing with a worldwide pandemic going on. And everybody hating everybody, but it's like I found comfort in these songs, and it was an opportunity that my sons were sent home from doing their solo careers, and we were able to get together during the pandemic and do something. It was in a negative situation. We got together and sang and had healing and had a positive thing come out of a negative situation that we could not have done if the pandemic had not have happened. And it basically kind of forced us into going back to our music. You know, we were unessential to everybody, but we found comfort in it ourselves. We found healing in music, and that's what we did. We went back to familiar songs that we held on to throughout our life, and we brought them back alive and put our version on these old songs, classic old gospel, classic old country, and classic rock and roll songs. We got together and played music and sang, and that's what we did, and that's what brought us here today.
Rusty, whenever you started picking songs and started looking into it, was there ever a time when music wasn't foremost in front in your life, Rusty?
Yeah, I think about that, you know. It really hit when I saw the Beatles, you know. It's the first time, you know, Dad saw it when he was a teen. I was telling somebody yesterday, I said, he was really at the right age when rock and roll hit.
Yeah.
He wasn't a 5-year-old seeing the Beatles. See, that's, you know, a lot of my friends say, oh, the Beatles, when I saw that, maybe, you know, they started bands. Well, it's because they were 12 and 13. And I would have done the same thing. I did the same thing with the Monkees and Three Dog Night. Those were by the time I started buying records. But anyway, yeah.
Well, you were 12 years old when you had your first full-time gig, though. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. I'm 50 years professional musician. If you want to count getting paid for it, yeah.
And Chris, when you started in, you know, how much acceptance did you have when you became the little brother who said, I'm going to jump in here and be part of this family band?
Well, Rusty was getting all the attention, so I figured I better start trying to learn how to play something so I could get some too.
Did you really fight over the drums?
Yeah, that's kind of actually how I started playing guitar. I can remember us fighting over the drumsticks, and I remember Dad taking. I was a powder. I still am. I'm a powder. I remember going to my room to pout one time because we were fighting over the drumsticks.
I take a powder.
And Dad brought his guitar in there and he showed me 3 chords on it. And I think one of the first songs we sang was "Home on the Range," you know, because I was young.
Mel Bay.
Yeah, Mel Bay. But anyway, he said, you know, with these 3 chords, you can play Hound Dog, "You Are My Sunshine."
Hey, good looking.
Hey, good looking, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it was actually fighting over the drumsticks is what led me to play the guitar. And I still played drums, and then Rusty got into Elton John, went to the piano, and I thought, well, man, I wanted to try to do that too. So anyway,
so when he got better at me at that, then I says, well, maybe I ought to start writing songs.
And that's where he beat me there. But it's something I think that it came real natural for us because we had it on both sides. You know, you're from Louisiana. My mama's people were from there. Her father played the fiddle. He was a little Cajun fiddle player, and she was one of 8 brothers and sisters, and they all played and sang. Her brothers played guitars, and you know, all the girls played piano. So it's something that kind of we got it in a lot of harmony. So it's something that we had on both sides. I think came pretty natural.
William, what does it feel like for this other generation coming along? Because Elizabeth is part of this album, Elijah's part of this album. Of course, Craig's not there today, but Craig, I mean, wow.
Yeah, he is. Craig is. He's always been a great singer. He was too shy. His brothers were so talented that he felt intimidated, I think, because he wasn't the musical talent of the family. But he had a great voice, always had a great voice, but he was just too timid and shy to try to push himself out there to do it. And we got to recording all of this, and him and his brothers were all having such a good time. I told him, I said, okay, it's time for you to pick out something, and we're going to get you to sing a song that you loved when you was young. What's a song that you could hold on to? And he wanted to do this Greg Allman song, Multicolored Lady, and he did it. It's an awesome job he did on it.
So that was the first time, I guess, he had been on record. We know it's not
First
good.
time he's ever recorded.
It's not good to peak too early.
We
Y'all
are
are so
hoping that.
And then it feels so exciting to watch Elijah take that microphone, and he takes it a whole different level because he brings this soul kind of a thing that's very much that I always call it Alabama soul. And because people give credit to Memphis and they give credit to a lot of, but Alabama has Muscle Shoals to brag about, and there's a lot of soul in that state.
It is. In fact, we mentioned that on 2 or 3 songs. I know these guys would talk to the other musicians, said, thank Muscle Shoals on this, of the feel of the music that we were wanting this song to have. And so we still do that. Muscle Shoals is, they've made some of my very favorite music and throughout the years. And, I know I'm prejudiced because I'm from South Alabama, but up in Muscle Shoals in North Alabama, they make some of my all-time favorite music.
And the Whirls.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin.
And actually, David Hood, the great Muscle Shoals bass player that's played on everybody else's, Bob Seger and everybody else's records, he played on 21 of our 34 songs.
Wow.
And him and Chris, he's a bass player, and Chris played drums on all of this stuff. But you get them to the bass and the drums kicking the way it did, it put the country and country rock stuff to a feel that it set it apart from anything else.
But Elijah does have that soul in his voice. Yeah, he's got a lot of that blue-eyed soul going on.
He sang the old R&B song, Stand By Me. And again, it's like his version is a mature version of the song. And he brings it up to date with a feel that's real.
I think when we talk about the 17th, being at Third and Lindsley, an iconic club, it's going to be an album celebration. I want everybody to get, and is it 3 albums total or 4?
3.
3.
It's just because they're going to all, and have they all come in? Or they're going to be there where everybody can get them signed? There they go.
Look.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Just got them.
Old country church gospel. One is like classic country, and one's more of a country rock pop album. So
34 songs.
3
Have you heard the last 2 songs that we put on here? The Eagle songs.
I have not heard them yet.
Okay, Chris sings Peaceful Easy Feeling, and I sang Take It Easy. And it's 2 songs that basics is kind of the icing on the cake of all of this.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Well, that sounds like a segue. That sounds like a segue. Chris, I know you got your guitar sitting over there. Y'all gonna are you gonna pick one for us live?
You want to?
Yeah.
You want to? This is one that I had to kind of learn myself. I'd heard it, I guess, back in the somewhere in my subconscious I had heard it, but this is on the classic country song, and this is by Hank Lachlan, who also it was from the hometown of Bruton, Alabama. He's a Hall of Famer too, isn't he? Country music.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Fame. We're going to Grand Ole Opera.
Send me the pillow that you dream on. Don't you know that I still care for you? Send me the pillow that you dream on. So darling, I can dream on it too. So darling, I can dream on it too.
Hey, yesterday we got to go to a really cool place at the Omni.
All right, good morning, everybody. We're live at the Omni.
We are doing the show live from the Omni. It's Mornings on Main Street, Taste of Nashville.
We got married in high school, had a baby when we turned 18.
Come on into our store, Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years or more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door, flowers blooming in the springtime, and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor. Yeah! Brother, it don't lie. I know there will come a day somewhere down the line.
Look how pretty you look. I look like an ogre.
No, you do not. You do not.
Thank you for watching this. We'll be back soon with another show and a lot of fun. Be hard to top what we had this morning, though. Thank you all for watching. This was Mornings on Main Street, a taste of Nashville. Have a great
From
day.
the Omni. Bye. I can't wait for the new shows that we're launching here at Main Street Media. Make sure that wherever you are, you subscribe and click like and click the updates that let you know, and you get the notifications whenever we go live or when we upload new content. We love to share it with you. And if you've got a story that works and you think it'll work on my show or something that you want to turn me on to, devinoday@gmail.com. Be safe, everybody. Be kind. Enjoy the sunshine. But remember most, you are loved. Have a great rest of your day.
Nothing like the sunrise with your coffee in the morning, or taking a good book off the shelf. Another thing I love the most than being on my own is together with everybody else. Together, like a silent Sunday summer. Together, on my front porch with my friends. Together with who's ever there, standing next to me. Yeah, together is my favorite place to be.